Hi, everybody. Let's get started. So, I had a couple of special gummy bears come in the mail yesterday, and they were okay. They made me a bit sleepy, but I shouldn't talk about this. But I will anyway. Yeah, they made me sleepy, but they didn't wear me out. Like, I ate one, and I started nodding off while watching the show, but then I got up and I was like wide awake. It wasn't bad. I'm gonna try two more tonight, but I'm gonna try them at the same time. But yeah, uh, I could be wrong, but I think today's picking day. If not, we'll see. Good morning, everyone. Right now in Plampton, it's 8:35 a.m. on Saturday, November 8th, 2025. It's another lovely Saturday, and KK is performing in the plaza. He loves audience requests, so if there's anything you'd like to hear, stop by the plaza and let him know. And with that, I'll get back to work supporting you and your enjoyment of our island. That's very sweet of you. And, yep, today's picking day. Okay. What I want to do is I want to pay off my debt, but I also want to for, uh, after that, what I'd like to do is I want to save up at least 1,000,000 bells and start and then spend all 1,000,000 bells on turnips in 1 week. And then after that, we will see, because it'll be up to the market, stock market. But I'm going to use that one guide. But that also means that I'm going to have to start filming these videos at like 11:30 again. Which is okay. It feels like it'll be okay. But yeah, last night I played Fallout 76, and I gained quite a few levels. I was surprised. Then my brother took some of my materials, and he made me over like 4,000 fuels for my flamethrower. I felt kind of bad because I didn't have anything, any ammunition he needed for his weapons, so I couldn't really pay him back there. But one thing I enjoy doing is making weapons and armor, so I'll probably get him back that way. Me and him were playing. I made a joke. He got one of those preserved pies. Like, you have to be lucky, but also have your luck up there to win one. And he said, "Hey, I want a preserved pie." I said, "No, I want a preserved pie." And I got in front of him, and he said, "Oh, you can have it." So I was like, "No, I was just joking," but he let me have it. And I felt bad. But I don't think he cared. I mean, if he did, he would have taken it. I ate it. It was like, uh, what was funny is the pie is called perfectly preserved, yet it's still radioactive. know, I honestly wonder what what my country, I should say, would be like if we, actually focused on certain things. I don't want to get political. I'm sorry. But I will say this. I am coming up with an idea that I'm kind of excited about. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's a story I want to tell, and I want to kind of do with it what I did with Santa May versus Krampus, which is on sale now. Uh, I want to. The idea was, in fact, inspired by Fallout series, but not in the way you might think. It. Um, I like that old Art Deco designs and stuff. Like, I kind of wish that Bethesda, which they will never do because they're not good at making games sometimes, a lot of times. Like, imagine a Fallout game where, and I'm just talking the design of Fallout 7, Fallout. Like, imagine a Fallout game that took place and there was no nuclear bombs dropped or anything like that. It was strictly sci-fi. Like, aliens and... let's still have super mutants, but we'll say that they're aliens as well. And again, I'm just talking about the design of Fallout, not actually Fallout itself. I think that would be a fun game. It's like an alternate future where, certain designs and things took precedence over other things. Like, there was this one thing, tube technology or something. I forgot what I heard it, but somebody, like, tubes used to be a big thing a long time ago, but then they, I'm probably not saying this right, but, they decided to go in a different direction, and you kind of imagine how things would play out if we stuck with tubes or something. Like, one thing I enjoy about old anime and stuff and TV shows like Star Trek is when they come up with new technology, but it has that old feel to it. Like the computer on Star Trek being able to... see, I'm going on a different tandem, or whatever. Again, a game like Fallout, except no nukes and stuff like that. I think that would be really interesting and fun. Like, you could play... oh, and you'd also be able to travel to another planet, or a couple of planets. I think I just described Outer Worlds. I need to play that. I might get started today, just to check it out. I'll be honest, I've been wanting to play Kingdom Hearts instead, but I also want to do a recording, but I don't want to change anything in my recording just to make it happen, But anyway, my idea takes place in a world like that, where Art Deco has, I'm probably not even saying that right. I can't look it up either, so. Where that one is sort of the prevalent thing, but there's a lot more to it than just the art and stuff. Buildings looking a certain way. But I always loved that. Like, I feel like Bioshock kind of did a good job at showing a world where Art Deco is still a thing. But I never... I don't know. I have all kinds of weird ideas. I don't know if anybody would even be interested in half of them. Like, I wanted to make a management game, and this is true, and this is something I still think about often. About maybe writing a book about or something, because I'm not a programmer. I can't make a game. But one idea for a game I had actually involved a management game where you are a manager who's taking care of a restaurant, but you are also a waitress who serves customers. But you're not just serving customers. It's one of those restaurants where they still have them, I believe, in select places. You have waitresses who ride around on roller skates, and they bring food to your car. So you would be a skater, a waitress who skates, but you also have to deal with zombies. I know that sounds weird, but basically, it takes place in the future, and so there's a huge zombie outbreak. And basically, the restaurant that you open is a place where people can come, eat, and not have to worry about zombies because they're attracted to large groups of people. So the better you do, the more zombies that you have on the management side, attracting customers and stuff, the more you have to worry about dealing with zombies. The more zombies you have to deal with. But you're not just having to skate around and deal with zombies that way. You can actually buy things that can help you. But it's going to be like one of those things where you're never going to be completely safe until you get a lot of money and buy some of the better stuff. But at that point, it'd be like at the end of the game. But yeah, that was one idea I had, and I do keep coming back to it because I like the idea, and I might write a book about it someday. It wouldn't be a big book or anything like that. Like, one idea I had is that you could hire androids as waitresses as well, and you can assign them to deal with zombies, or you can assign them to deal with customers so you can deal with zombies, or a mix match of whatever you really want. But that was my idea. Copywritten. I will sue. Alright. I need to get in my house and throw this stuff in there. And actually, while I'm walking by. Because someday I'm going to get that golden reef, and my life's going to be so much better. But, yeah, other than that, I still have other ideas. Like, I still want to write the sequel to Santa Mae vs. Krampus. with Sanome versus Krampus too. My idea is that it takes place a year in the future after the events of the original book. And I mentioned in the first book that Sanome, even though she couldn't tell how, that the events that took place had changed her. So that's one thing I wanted to kind of incorporate in my books, in my future books of Sanome versus Krampus. I had some other ideas, some that I'm really proud of, that I'd like to also turn into video games. Like Sanome versus Krampus, I think that would be a fun Christmas horror game. I'd like it to be 3D, and it'd have to have a New Game Plus. With that book, I wanted to show that in the future, if something crazy happens, that it isn't, the series jumping the shark. Like, I wanted to show that there really isn't a shark to jump there. Like, it's always going to be crazy. But, yeah, I wanted, if I did make the Sanome versus Krampus game, I'd want it to be a tough one, tough RPG. I'd have difficulty settings, of course, but it's been a while, Sarah. I was worried that I might have offended you or something. Anyway, nice to see you again. Oh, I thought. Oh, wait. I'm pretty okay at cooking, but it makes me a little nervous when you watch me so closely. What are you making? Teehee. I'm making my specialty. It's fish and chips. I think I already know it. Oh, here, you can have the recipe. My recipe for fish and chips. Oh, so you already know this recipe, huh? Is there someone else you could give it to, Bun Bun? You know, another horror story that I've been wanting to write. I've been thinking it up in my head for so long. I did get started a bit, but it's about a girl who is obsessed with a mansion, and she wants to check it out, but turns out that oh, hold on. Yeah, never mind. Uh, anyways, like I said, I got ideas, but I was thinking next year I might get my one books that are called Daddy's Chicken Barn. I was thinking about getting those, the Santa May treatment. You know, get them edited and stuff, and then getting them, an audiobook version of them made. Yeah. Daddy's Chicken Barn, that was a weird one. Okay, so basically, the story is about this restaurant called Daddy's Chicken Barn that, sorry, my cat's on my lap. Anyways, this restaurant moves into town, and if you've ever lived in a small town, if a new restaurant moves in, everybody's checking it out. And this one girl and her father, they go to the restaurant to pick up sandwiches at this place. And one thing that they notice is the employees at the restaurant are all dressed like chickens, and they think that's a bit odd. But the little girl, she goes and talks to one of them, and it's very unfriendly. Like, the person in the costume don't even seem to like children, and it's like, well, why are you dressed up like chickens if you're not going to entertain the kids? And then when they get inside the restaurant and start eating the sandwiches, they the adults, they start changing. They act like these are the greatest chicken sandwiches that they've ever eaten, and they almost start a riot. But yeah, it's I got 2 parts written, 2 books, I mean, and I kind of want to see them, get the Santa May treatment. I was proud of both books; they're fun. I want to write a 3rd one, though. I haven't done that yet. But to be honest with you, I'm kind of surprised that I wrote the second Daddy's Chicken Barn before I wrote the second Santa May vs. Krampus book. It's not that I don't have the idea, I just haven't sat down and done it yet. But the second book is kind of showing everything that changed in the world of Santa since the attack against May. But I probably talked about this before, but the thing that inspired Santa May vs. Krampus was a story that I saw about a tornado-proof building And this thing was built by, engineers and stuff that was supposed to be able to survive a 5, I forget the name, a level 5 tornado. I'm probably saying that wrong. Some meteorologist is laughing at me. But anyways, it was supposed to be able to survive a level 5 tornado. And then the first tornado that hit the building was a level 3, and it completely demolished it. So, Krampus, my Krampus, was inspired by that story. Because, regardless of how long you study something, and you think you know everything about weather or animals or whatever, you always think you know exactly how something's going to go, and one day it's going to surprise you. And that was my idea for Krampus. My Krampus did something that the same way over and over and over again for years, but then one day he surprised everybody by doing something completely different. And, Santa Mae, because of this, was almost completely helpless to stop it. But, what else was it? Also, what got me on the whole Santa Mae thing was an episode of The Simpsons where I think John Waters was in it. Homer and Bart needed to be saved from some reindeer. My dearest Kenepe, I want you to know that you are a fabulous friend, and I appreciate you for being you. Sometimes I forget to say it, darling, but I want you to know that I think it often. I am lucky to have you as a friend. Sincerely, Anka. Yeah. But, cool. But, yeah, that was, that's what inspired me. I know, this probably all sounds a bit disjointed. uh, oh, and Neptunia Rebirth 2. I actually managed to get everyone in my team, and not in my team, up to level 999. The only ones who are left are the goddesses that I haven't unlocked yet. But yeah, I've got like I gotta just do it. I have a bunch of events I gotta watch. Oop. Before I can end my first playthrough of the game. I did get Rebirth 3 in the mail yesterday, and pretty soon I should get the rest. Yeah, in Rebirth 1 on the PS4, I need to do more with that right off the bat, so probably after this I'm going to get on that for a while. After I make some videos on my YouTube channel available. I forgot one thing that you can do on these Rebirth games. You get a some additional characters if you get the DLC, but the PS4 version that I got, it comes with all that DLC. You just gotta, built-in stuff. So you don't have to worry about DLC or anything. You just go through the game normally and you gain all these characters. Well, one thing you can do is as you battle monsters and take on quests and stuff, you earn money, credits, and you can buy weapons for these characters. So if you can save up like 25,000 credits, you can buy a good weapon for them in the shop. And Uni came back. I think she wants to go out. She'll get my attention, then run to the door. Anyway, I got 25,000 for one of these characters, so I'm gonna get a good weapon for her, and then try to hunt down a certain item I need to get even more monsters available for me to level up on. You wanna go out? Sorry, I was talking to Uni. You know, one thing I love about Rebirth 1 is that you actually see how the goddess candidates were born. Like you see Nepgear and Uni and Ram and Ram. I think my favorite, besides Nepgear, is Uni's. Like Ram and Ram, they were troublemakers right off the bat. I actually think it would have been better if they were like a little shy and stuff, but they kind of grew into their personalities. But Uni was really sweet. Like Noir was being her usual self, which was kind of harsh, or at least sounding a bit harsh. and she scared Uni with her talk. And I love how Eastwire got on her case about that, and Noir realized that she was wrong and apologized. But also reassured her little sister. I thought that was really sweet. Yeah, we haven't gotten any new Neptunian news yet. I'm honestly a little surprised. I mean, we do know that a mainline game is coming. Just, I wish we got some information about it, at least. Like, they didn't have to spoil anything. Just, a little information would have been nice. My little girl's engine's running. Okay. I remember when I was younger, me and my dad and brother used to go to my aunt's for Thanksgiving. And the last time we went, nothing really happened, but it was like the last Thanksgiving we were ever invited to. And I'll be honest, I was a little surprised we were invited at all. My aunt and her husband and her son had moved into the house with us. And I'll be honest, I really did not want this to happen because I don't have good memories of my aunt. She used to be a babysitter and she used to be abusive. Like, she didn't punch or kick me and my brother, but she was abusive. Like, she would lose her stuff and she would throw chairs around and stuff. And she almost hit my brother with a chair, actually, once. And I think if my dad knew half the stuff that she thought she could get away with, that she did get away with, to a point, she definitely wouldn't have thrown her, her weight around the way she did. But uh, she used to babysit me and my brother after school. And one day she told my dad that she can't babysit us anymore. That she's too stressed out, that he needs to find somebody else to do it. And so he told them that they aren't allowed to live in his house anymore, rent free. And they had to leave, and we sold the house. And I didn't even know we owned the home that they lived in. But they didn't have any contract with my dad or anything, so they couldn't do anything about it. And, all they had to do was just babysit us for free, and my aunt, she could not handle that. I think something else was going on her. Oh, yeah, definitely. Her husband was probably cheating on her, if I had to think of anything. Because he actually did leave her. I don't know if he ever went back, but what happened is he got sick and he needed like a liver transplant or something. And he got lucky. He got the liver he needed, but then his body started rejecting it. And they had to take it out. And then he got another liver, and his body could handle it. And then he left. Well, that's not actually the order of things. Okay, so okay. He got sick, and he had to go to the hospital, and he got a liver transplant, and then he left his wife for another woman, and then he got sick again, came back to his wife, who accepted him, and on her insurance he got another liver, or whatever it was. And then after the surgery and after he was better, he left her again. And yeah, it was terrible, but she wasn't exactly well, it doesn't matter. Cheating's wrong, but I wasn't justifying the cheating, but not exactly a great person. Long time no chat, Chef. I think we've both been so busy we forgot to talk to each other. What's trending? You know, what? Let me stand up, silly. So what is it again, silly? You dropped this? Let me see. Sorry, Chef, this isn't mine. It's pretty cool, and I'd really like to keep it, but yeah, not mine. I've maybe seen Kiki with something like this before, maybe. Okay. But, yeah, that's basically what happened there. But yeah, she and her husband and son moved to our house. I did not want that. And it didn't work out. Like, the son got in my dad's face once, and I think if I knew that, I definitely wouldn't have taken it well if he was still hanging around the house. I searched everywhere for this bag. Thank you for going out of your way to bring this back to me. I want to give you a little something in return. I thought you might like to have a hamster cage. Yeah, they basically let the kid do whatever he wanted. I mean, honestly, it was no surprise that he thought he could get in my dad's face the way he did. Like in his house, Dad gave up his bedroom. He was out sleeping in the living room. The my aunt's husband, he was always in a hospital because they thought that the hospital diet that he got put in on was optional. Like it was a suggestion, doesn't mean anything. And then my aunt would fix him whatever he wanted to eat, which was not what the hospital recommended. And he would get sick, of course, and have to go back to the hospital. And then my aunt would say, like, we need to figure out why he keeps getting sick. And I looked it up. I said, our hospital diets, because I had a feeling I knew the answer already, but you want it officially listed for yourself, you know? You want to really know. So I looked it up, and it's like, yeah, these diets are, important because your body might not be able to handle certain foods. But oh no, my aunt did not buy that. Sort of like that, somebody who sees a bare wire, touches it, gets electrocuted, and then decides to touch it a couple of more times just to be sure if it's really the bare wire shocking them. I'll be honest with you. It's going to sound a bit dark, but I have to tell the truth. I'm honestly surprised my uncle survived. Like a part of me, I don't think that my aunt was actually trying to kill him, but there is a part of me that wonders. Like she used to be a nurse assistant for a dentist assistant. And even though it's like two different fields, there's got to be a part of her who knew that those diets were important. But you never know. I mean, I've seen some stuff, heard some stuff from people that just. Anyway. Alright. Well, let's go to Harv's Island. Hi, Uni. We gotta go on Harv's Island, baby girl. I'm watching you, dog. Oh, well, if I'm gonna go to Harv's Island, I better get the art thing pulled up. Oh, here we go. I think one thing I might end up doing from now on is when Bread comes to my island, I might just take a small list of what he's selling and then see if I have it in the museum already, and just do that. See, there's that one. Okay. Common painting. I feel like I got a common painting already. There is no fake or forgery. I'll buy it since it's real, but I don't know if I already got it or not. I actually wish they would make some of these forgeries a little more obvious. Maybe what I should start doing after I finish paying off my mortgage is getting those taken care of. Pretty good at work. Ow! What's at the wrong place? I thought I clicked this section to go to work. Yeah. Nothing too interesting. Okay, well. Nothing I absolutely need to get. I love getting my little girl purring. Well, think we have like 1.5 picking days to go before. Oh, actually, yeah. Actually, let's see how much more I got left. Yeah, just go ahead and pay what I can now. Definitely have that mortgage paid off before we reach the end of the month. As long as I keep the picking days up. Redeem Nukamile. Oh, maybe yeah. Okay, well, we still have a while to go. More than 1.5, that's for sure. But we're getting there. Have like maybe 3 more picking days. Oh, I thought there was something in that the darkness there, but I think it was just a reflection off my TV. I'm not very comfortable in my little girl. I brewed this cup especially for you. Cool. I wonder what the creepiest villagers in Animal Crossing New Horizons are. I'm specifically asking about this game because I want to know what their dream vacation homes look like. Let's check something quick. Yeah, pretty close to finishing here. I have black roses somewhere else, don't I? Yeah, outside my house. Okay, so like I said, as soon as I get this filled up to here, not any in here, then I'm going to pick those black roses, and then I'm going to finish the dirt trail. I guess I'll update my dream of this place. But let's go ahead and wrap it up. Picking days are so much fun that I couldn't possibly cram any more fun into a video about it. See, this is one thing that I didn't care for when it came to uh, Harvest Moon. Like, I love Harvest Moon. Don't get me wrong, I played the games. I just never cared for the fact that you could never uh, you could never make things a bit easier on yourself. Like you couldn't like automate water to have your plants watered without you having to do it yourself, or having something pick your vegetables and fruits and stuff. But it's okay. Anyways, I almost forgot about the poll, and uh, three people took it, and they told me that I should not risk transferring my game over to the Switch 2. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna leave it on here, but I'm still gonna play the DLC. But it looks like uh, I might be uploading other games onto this YouTube channel. Anyways, everybody, I really appreciate all of you. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please think about subscribing and hitting the bell notification so you don't miss a single episode. Also, if you liked what you saw, please hit the thumbs up and leave a comment. And tell your friends and enemies all about it. Bye for now.